1, 2, 3, 4. The Herb Report, number 13. The Herb Report is something to watch. Rock and roll, everybody. Welcome to the Herb Report, number 13. This is 10/1/2007. I guess I missed the whole month of September. It just flew right on by. A lot of things have gone on for the last month or so. I am working on a degree in film, which has taken a pretty cool bit of time. I'm learning a great deal about how to actually make real films versus the YouTube videos that I usually put up on the internet. So it's a really cool education on how to actually set up lights, about camera angles, camera stops, all these type of things that you learn as going to film school. Now, that doesn't mean I'm still not going to make my YouTube videos, because I am, because that's something that's all me. I'm a one-man movie making machine. I can basically show up and have my camera, my tripod, and get some actors and bam, do one, and like I did a little bit earlier on. So, and actually it's on the internet right now, in which probably most of you have seen, because a lot of you are major fans, of course. So that's been taking a lot of time, and also writing as well, making my own music videos, and of course teaching is another thing as well. So a lot of really cool things have happened in the last month as well. So let's see. I guess kind of let's go down by one. School started off. Everything went really well. I have great classes. The rock classes are going great. The guitar class is going awesome. The electronic music class, I'm always excited about that, because folks in there want to make music so bad, and we're going to make music videos too. So I'm always really curious what's going to happen, and how good is this going to look, and how great the songs are going to be. And so another week or so, I'll get to hear some of the first drafts of some of the music that they're making. And that's really always something that's really happy for me to check out as well. Let's see, I've been doing, they have a lot of clubs here at SFA, and I decided to do something I wasn't really good at, was dancing, and they've had a swing dance club. So I've been going out there the last few weeks trying it out, and it's really fun. It's a little like good hand-eye feet coordination to see if I can actually stay in time with it, and it's really a cool challenge in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's really a cool challenge to keep doing that. So that's been fun. I've been bike riding. They opened up a new student rec center here, and they have a built-in track which you run around at 7 times as a mile. Now, I ran around it the other day. I did my 3 miles, and I ran an 8-minute mile, which I don't normally run 8-minute miles. I'm usually more like a 10-minute range. So really more of a jog. So I'm thinking maybe that they didn't measure it right, or maybe because the air conditioning is blowing full force and it's even ground, maybe that's how come I can run it in 8 minutes. And I really wasn't even trying too hard. I could even do a 6-minute mile or 7-minute mile. 6 minutes probably not, but 7-minute mile I probably could do a 7-minute range if I really huffed the first mile. So I may try that. They got a pool. They got a lazy river, which I never been on one before, but basically you sit in an inner tube and it floats you around, and that's quite fascinating. And also the pool, they got an area in the pool that's heated, so even when it gets cold, supposedly I guess that area is going to be open. So I guess the hard part would just be getting out to the pool, and then once you get in the pool, I guess you'd be okay. But it looks really beautiful, and a lot of folks are out there exercising, which I always think I'm always pro. And if it starts raining really hard, instead of going to the track, I could go run in there. So that's a nice thing for me to do as well. I've had opportunity last. I got cast as a stupid deputy, and I get wiped out with a bowling ball. So I'll look for that coming up, and it should be another cool little horror type movie that is kind of standardized for a lot of the filmmakers, because doing a horror script is a lot easier to do because you have no budget, and with a horror movie you just basically kind of have some really cool ideas, a cool area, and then just whatever you have. And a bowling ball is a good way. A bowling ball is a good way to go as any other way. So that was it's always a fun challenge. And the thing about this, compared to last year or 2 years ago when I started getting asked to do some of these vignettes and movies and whatnot, when I got lines, usually I always say a week in advance. That way I have time to learn the lines. Well, this one I got it on Wednesday, and I shot on Friday. And I read through the script a few times. I didn't even get to rehearse with the actors at all. And I go there, I'm not even worried about not knowing the lines. I know them well enough for the spirit of it. And then because there's so much time to set it from one scene to the next scene, I really, when I first get there, say, what's in y'all doing first? So that way, while they're setting up, I kind of go over those lines over, say the lines over and over again, because when you're on the camera, you really want the words to sound like they're coming from you. And the only way to really do that is to say the words over and over and over and over again. Make it sound naturally coming from your head to your mouth to out to someone's ears. So that's what I did on Friday and Saturday's shoot, was that I basically rehearsed the words over and over and over again until I got them the way that sounded naturally coming out of my mouth. Then I sort of did a little accent and this, that, and other, and then I kind of did other things. So I'm always feel fortunate that I get a chance to do some acting, because I really enjoy acting a great deal, as most of you probably know. The Herbert Midgley YouTube film that I made a couple weeks back, Electronic Psychosis, actually turned out really great. We basically got together in about an hour and a half, shot that thing, and it took me a lot longer to edit it because I've been working on so many for our own film project as well. I didn't have a whole lot of time to edit it. Finally, I was able to get a chance to get it, whittle it down, and get it to the area that I really like, and put a soundtrack to it and throw it on the internet. And for the footage I got, I don't have time to go do pickup scenes, and for the footage I got, I was really happy with it. Told a cool little story. I liked the setting. I liked there's a couple of, and when I practice making these movies, what I'm looking for is that second or two of gold, where I look at something and say, man, that looks like a movie. That could be a movie. And that's what I'm looking for. So whenever I see a couple of seconds of gold in those little films that I make, I think, yeah, that's good. That's awesome. That's the goal I've been looking for, and I'm really happy about that as well. So I've been really happy. If you haven't had the chance to check out Electronic Psychosis, make sure you do yourself a favor and watch it. It's a good 9 minutes. It's a little long in some ways. However, I think the pacing and the different angles and the different subplots kind of keep your interest in it, so it doesn't get too boring. And if you have any thoughts, let me know. Send me out a comment or email. Let me know what you think, what you like, what you didn't like about it. And there's always room to grow as a musician, as a filmmaker, as anything in the arts. Definitely, without a doubt, there's always room to grow. Well, kind of speaking of our own project, we shot a lot of footage. I think we shot more footage than any other group in the film class. And then the fun part happens is to go through and edit it. Then you do kind of this rough edit, and then you make a rough edit, and you kind of polish it up. Then you get to go through and work on the sound. Then you get to go through and do like soundtrack, titles, all those fun things. So it's a long process, and it may take you 15 days to shoot your movie, but it might take you 15 months to go through and edit it and get to do everything in post to make it to a real movie. So whenever you see even a crummy movie, just remember that they spent a lot of time making that crummy movie. So what I hope to do is spend a lot of time making a movie somebody actually want to watch. And I'm hoping that every scene will look like a movie. And there's also time constraints. You deal with actors, you deal with everybody's schedule. Since we're doing this all basically, gratis, none of us are making any money off of this or have any money to spend. We're just basically, thankful when we get actors to come out and help us out, and then also, we got to make sure all of us behind the cameras can help out as well. So it's an amazing process to go through, and I'm really having a lot of fun learning how to do that as well. Let's see, I've been able to hit a couple of open mics since the last time I've been on there, and I always enjoy writing a song in a week and then going out and play it that Thursday. And I hope to keep on doing it. There's just so much stuff going on. It's so busy making films and with the recitals and concerts. And I will always find time to do an open mic, even if it's just me playing in front of the music building for a few minutes in between during my lunch hour or after school or something like that. So I always will find some time, and I think we'll always find an audience as well to do those types of things. Well, I think that's about enough for today. I am going to edit some footage and meet up with some folks about the movie we're making and whatnot. So I've had a chance to sit down there and tell you all, give you guys a Herb report. This is number 13. I guess lucky number 13 Herb report. I wish you guys a rocking day, and you keep on rocking and rolling. I'm hoping to get some guests back on here because I know you enjoy the guests. And so do I. 2, 3, 4. The Herb Report is now over. The Herb Report is done. Rock and roll, everybody. Have a great day, and